Hey everybody, it's Liz from West Star Tarot. And, synchronicities are very interesting, I think. So for a couple weeks now, I've been thinking about making a video. I came across an old video of mine called Top 10 Favorite Decks. And it was actually a VR to Katie Flowers. And Katie has not had her tarot YouTube station up for channel up for quite some time. And so I think it's maybe a 4-year-old video. And it got me thinking about when's the last time I did a top 10 favorites. So I kind of searched back through my videos and I saw that I did a top 10 favorites of 2023 in December of 2023, which was 2 years ago. So that's the last time I did a top 10 favorites, and it was only the favorites of that past year. So anyway, I thought, wow, how do I do this? Because at least 5 of the decks are always the same 5. So I thought, I don't think I want to do that. Half the decks are like always the same decks. So I thought, well, I'll do my current top 10 decks. So I was getting, thinking about it and gathering my decks together. And then I saw a little, in my subscribes or whatever, recommended videos, whatever, top 11 tarot decks. And I thought, well, that's interesting. And saw it come up 3 or 4 times. And I said, oh, well, that's interesting. And I thought it was even more interesting because I was already thinking about doing top 10. So I decided to do this. I'm going to do the VR to Rochelle at Amethyst Ascension. And I'm going to do my current top 11 favorite decks because, as everyone who's ever done one of these videos knows, as soon as you post the video, you think, oh, wait a minute, no, maybe I should have included this one. So what I'm going to do is I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 tarot. I didn't do any oracle, it's all tarot. With honorable mention to 3 decks that I'm not even going to show. I mean, I have them, but I'm not going to I'm not going to show the cards that are, always going to be my top favorites. But I'm just doing honorable mention. So, Tarot de Saint Croix. This is the indie version of the guy. Oops, wrong. The Gaian Tarot. And I also have the Llewellyn version of that one. For Lisa's, I also have so this is the original one. I have the 2nd edition borderless one. And this is Daughters of the Moon, the full color version. And I also have the black and white version. So it's kind of funny that those decks, I have 2 versions of each one. Anyway, those are honorable mention. And they're just always going to be favorites of mine. So I have to at least mention them. So I'm just going to randomly start. These are in no particular order. I'd say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd say half of these I've gotten within the past year. And the other half, maybe the past couple of years or so. Not sure exactly. But anyway, here's the first one that I just pulled off the top of the pile. Pixie Pop Tarot. And this is by Pixie Style Divination. And it's Chilean Wilds art. She's adapted the 1909 artwork by Pixie. And I didn't put any of these decks in any particular order. Often I will put like the trumps out first or something, but I didn't. I'm just pulling them out the way they come. So this is an extra card in this deck, and I often will put this on my altar. There's also a 23rd trump card or major card that is this exactly, only it says the Visionary on it. So they really do honor Pixie in this deck. So the artwork is, you know, very similar to Pixie's, but the coloration is very different. It's edged in black, and there's I didn't pull it out. There's a nice guidebook. Oh, here it is. So anyway, this is Pixie Pop, and I've really been enjoying this as a Rider-Waite-Smith derivative deck. I love the colors. Look, now that is really similar to Pixie's. So anyway, it's a little bit modernized. The coloration is changed. I love the colors. It's got this little nice font at the bottom. But it's, you know, basically a Rider-Waite-Smith. But one thing I like about it is the size. I have really small hands, and a regular size tarot deck, I have to shuffle. So I have to do what I call the sideways shuffle. And this one I can shuffle like a normal person. And I can riffle it. And I like to riffle shuffle. Look at that Fool, look at the sky. It's just, I think it's lovely. I think Jillian did a really great job on her revamping of Pixie's original artwork. I really do love the colors. So this is a deck that I'm enjoying a lot right now. And I just think I got it in December. So we're March 2025. I think I got it in December 2024. So that is the first one. Second one up that I'm really enjoying right now is The Unfolding Path. This is a deck. I've been doing some public readings locally. There's an independent bookstore that a friend of mine opened up, and it has always had a children's bookstore. It's called Eight Cousins in Falmouth, Massachusetts. And she opened up a teen and adult one, right, you know, a couple stores down from the children's one. And in the summer, I was at the beach with her. I was at the beach with her, and she was a little worried about things. And I said to her, well, you should hire me to come in and do readings, tarot readings. And this person's, she's pretty, I mean, I don't want to say straight. She's like ultra progressive in terms of her politics, but, you know, in terms of like a cult kinds of stuff, I don't think she really knows anything at all. And she was like, what do you mean? I said, yeah, if you had me in there and said free tarot readings or whatever, I said people would come in. I said, it's a thing right now. I said, you know, have me come in October. So anyway, she talked to her partner, and her partner was like, yeah, no brainer. So I've gone in there a few times and done readings. And I really like it because we barter. So I do the readings for like 2 hours, and then I walk out of there with a nice gift card so I can go back and get books or whatever. So it's kind of, I mean, I totally am into the whole barter thing. And the people that come in get a free reading, and they look around and buy books. And so it's just kind of a lovely win-win situation. But this, I also read at an all-day yoga renewal, sound baths, breath work day at a friend of mine's yoga studio. So I've just been out and about doing readings in public, and I've been using this deck. And I like this deck because I feel like people can see themselves in it. All different kinds of people can see themselves every day. Look, an elder, yay. And I really love this elder as a page because I know myself, I'm an elder, and I am so curious. I don't ever want to stop learning. I just took a Mahjong class. I just joined a reading group. I'm running a women's circle, spirituality circle. I don't know. I'm just curious and learning all the time. And as you can see, I am an elder. So I like that whole idea of having an elder as a page. So anyway, this is Unfolding Path. Did I even say the name of it? By Athene Noctua. It's a Hay House deck. And I'm going to once again say, Hay House, you really, really must up your game. Your card stock is atrocious. Atrocious. I don't get it. Anyway, so that's the Unfolding Path. Now, this is a deck that I just pulled out for March. And I did a video a while ago about how I associate colors with months. And so, for example, silver, blue, and white for January, purple, pink, and red for February, yellow, spring green, and purple for March, and so forth and so on. So I've been using decks accordingly. Not 100%, but you know, the coloration of the decks is influencing what decks I pull out in what months. So I started thinking about this little deck, Tarot de Maria Celia by Leonard Jim Narciso. And this is a little tarot in a tin. So again, it's small. It fits my little hands. I can shuffle it, and it's portable. And the colors I thought were really wonderful for March. Exactly the kinds of the color palette that I am associating with this month. It's just a lovely Marseille deck, and I'm really enjoying it. I've only used it maybe, I don't know, 5 times or so this month, but I really, really love it. I love the color palette. One of the things I'm really curious about, though, is that all the people, I'm pretty sure all the people, well, not all, but most of the people are blonde. I don't get it. But anyway, maybe there's a reason. And I'm just haven't read the guidebook and I don't know. But this is, I think, US Games Pocket Deck. Yeah. And I'm really enjoying this. I love the color palette. It's just really a beautiful deck. Look at that. So it just makes me feel like spring and spring equinox with this color palette. So this is the Tarot de Maria Celia. I'm saying it with the French de, not the Spanish de, but I'm not sure how it's supposed to be said. All right, next up, Next World. This is another deck that's almost, ever since I got it, it's on my top 10 favorite decks. And I have 2 versions of this one, the original that's large size, but it's really, really shiny. So when you use it in videos, it's so shiny. So I'm using this little pocket one. And this is another deck that I love to read for myself and for others because I feel like, you know, people can see themselves in it. And I think that's a wonderful thing. So this is by Christy C. Road. And it's one of my favorite all-time decks, and it's currently one of my favorites as well. It's perfect for the times we're living in right now, because it is revolutionary, and it is encouraging us to act in a revolutionary way, and it speaks truth to power. I haven't gotten to any of the cards that are really in that way, but you know, we can see so many different expressions of humankind, and I love that because, you know, that's people. People don't all look the same, thank goodness. Everybody is a little different. And I love this. And it just, you know, this is, I think, one of my all-time favorite lovers cards. So Christy just did a fabulous job expressing us as a species. And, oh, here we go. This is the Justice card. So there are several cards that, you know, really speak to social justice and social activism. And I personally combine my my spirituality and social activism. I mean, why do you think they've always been trying to kill witches? Because witches are trying to upset the apple cart and change the status quo to a more loving, equitable, peaceful way of being. IMO. Okay, this is a deck. This is a deck that I got less than a year ago. I got it in the beginning of May of 2024. And it is it's called Inner Awakening. It's a Carol Herzer deck. And just gorgeous. It's too big for me. I have a couple other Carol Herzer decks, and they're smaller, and she changed her cardstock because I guess people didn't like the thin cardstock. People, this is unshuffleable. It's thick and cardboardy, and I cannot do a thing with it, and I'm really like, boo. But the artwork, it's, you know, it's Pixie's artwork, but Carol has redrawn it and recolored it. I don't know how many different decks Carol has created over the years, but they're just stunning. And this was one that I pulled out for February because pink, purple, red. But I'm carrying it over into March because I'm seeing that it also has yellow in it too, and a little bit of green, spring green. So I'm continuing to use it in March as well, and I feel like I'll probably bring it into April too. So this is a beautiful Rider-Waite-Smith derivative deck that, look at that. I just think it's gorgeous. So anyway, Inner Awakening, Carol Herzer, is in my current top 11. So Carol, when you order a deck from her, she also creates a nice pouch to keep the deck in, which is quite lovely. And they are the kinds of pouches that really can fit in a pile or fit on a bookshelf. So I find that to be quite nice. All right, where are we? Okay, this I got in September, JK Tarot. Boy, I have quite a few little Rider-Waite-Smith knockoffs here. This is JK Tarot. It is Tarot Collectibles. Just released it. It is, the original deck was called Jupiter King Tarot, and it was made in Japan by this lovely man. His name is Mokuseo, and he is a Japanese fortune teller, tarot reader, and astrologer. And he is a leading figure in the popularization of tarot reading in Japan. He currently operates a fortune-telling shop in Kobe, where he continues to read futures using tarot and Western astrology. So I remember when I saw this somewhere online, I don't know where. And, I thought to myself, really, Liz? Really? Another RWS? What are you, nuts? But I ordered it. And when it arrived, as I said, in September of 2024, I opened it up and I didn't stop reading with it for weeks. And I still pull it out on the regular. I love it. I love it. I love the coloration. I love the vibe. And I don't know why. Look at that sky. But I just get the most accurate, powerful, incredible readings from it. It's like, it's really incredible. So I am really glad I bought it, even though it's yet another Rider-Waite-Smith. And I have plenty of those, but look at it. It's really, really lovely. Oh, the coloring is beautiful. It's just kind of fun. It's, it's got the same old, Euro people. But, it is what it is, as they say. Look at that. It's just gorgeous. And like I said, what I really like about it is, yes, I'm going to leave off here with one of my favorite cards, Seven of Wands, because we all need to go out and kick some butt these days. I like the coloring of it. But for some reason, it's just a really powerful, accurate, incredible reader. Geez, I can't believe all these Rider-Waite-Smithies. But anyway, all right, well, let me pull up this one. So this is a vintage Aquarian. It's from 1984. So it's over 40 years old. And when you think about it, it's for a 40-year-old deck of cards made out of paper. And it's still going strong. There's some, I bought this from someone who was selling off their collection. And, there's some, it's not mint. But, I don't care because I'm going to use it. I'm not collecting it to be a collector. I'm collecting it because I want a vintage Aquarian. Look at the back. It doesn't have that border. Oh, love it, love it, love it. And this I pulled out for February because purple, pink, and red. Look at that. I love the Six of Swords. And look at that sky. My God. Just gorgeous. This is by David Palladini. And I just love it. I love this deck. And I pull it out every February, as I said, because of the color palette. But now I've just kind of really reconnected with this deck. The skies are incredible. The color is gorgeous. And again, I've been getting some really powerful readings from it. So I'm continuing to use this into March because it's really speaking to me. And it always will. I imagine. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful deck. And it is, Rider-Waite-Smith-ish. But it has that Art Deco, and it has a different perspective. So you see the people a little bit more close up. Okay, so no one's going to be surprised, at least for those of you who watch my channel, when I show you my next deck. Ta-da! This is the mass market. I'd love to get the indie version because this is Hay House, and once again, Hay House, your cardstock stinks. So this deck and everything that Charlie Claire Burgess does, I adore. I have their Radical Tarot book. I love their work. Their work is incredible. This is an incredible, I mean, it's not that, doesn't look like it's that big, does it? But it really packs a punch. I love Charlie's artwork. The miners are pippish, but tell a story, as you can see. And again, we see people that we know. And, you know, I just think, oh, I just love that Eight of Cups. Love it. Look at that. Oh. Genius, Charlie, genius. King of Wands. I mean, this deck is serious, but it has a sense of humor too. And again, I think like some of the other decks that I've mentioned in this video, one of the reasons that this is on my top favorites is because the readings are so accurate and powerful. I had, when I first got this deck, I was going through a personal crisis, and so I needed a kick in the butt, but I needed a hug too. You know, I couldn't have one or the other. And this deck was just so brilliant at doing both. Kicking my butt while hugging me at the same time, or hugging me while kicking my butt. But the readings were so accurate and insightful and thought-provoking. I mean, they're just, yeah. Yeah, this deck is going to always be on my, look at that. I love that. 10 of Pentacles. Oh, this deck. So this deck will always stay on my top favorites, I believe. I can't imagine it not. It's just incredible. I just adore it. So we'll end with the World. So that is Fifth Spirit. This is the mass market version. I'd love to get a hold of a indie version. Because of this cardstock is shite. All right. Ooh, we're almost getting there, guys. All right, so this is a deck that I fell in love with from the jump. I'm not sure. I tried to look at my journals and records and stuff. I don't remember when I got this deck. But it's the Super Lunaris, and on the back it says, Super Lunaris, belonging to a higher world. A 78 card deck, a luminous and expressive reworking of the Rider-Waite-Smith system with an energy and life force of its own. And interestingly, nowhere on the guide, well, it's not a guidebook, it's like a guide pamphlet, does it say the names of the creators, but I've gotten, you know, when I ordered the deck, they put a little thank you note in there, and I think the people's names are Jessica and Josh, but I never see last names, or I don't know. So anyway, this is a collage deck. And that ain't me, people. But this one is. Oh, man. Oh, my Seven of Wands. Oh, man. again, we see people who we see in our everyday. Look at that. Look at that, is glorious. The red on the vivid blue. Oh my gosh. I adore it. You know, it's just, it's modern. So on the Super Lunaris Instagram page, they there isn't like a guidebook. Like I said, it's just this little pamphlet, but they talk about the people who inspired them and who are in these photos. And I forget what they said about this being, but some sort of a shaman. I am not sure. But look at the magnificence of that high priestess. Look at them. Oh my God. And their cloak is the sky. It's just, it's stunning. And we see the trees here are the pillars, the white and black pillars. And we've got the moon. That's just, it's gorgeous. This is beautiful too. 10 of Wands. Look, one of my all-time favorite Queen of Cups. Look at her. Again, I think she's some sort of a shaman, I think. So it's very recognizable as Rider-Waite-Smith, but it's a little bit different art style. And of course, it's modernized. And we have more inclusivity and diversity in the representations of the people. I love this Ace of Cups. It's stunning. It speaks to my heart. So, anyway, that is a deck that I often pull out. Oh, and may I just say, delightful, delicious, incredible cardstock. Thank you. So I just saw on the Super Lunaris Instagram that because of the heinous politics currently taking place in this country, I'm in the U.S., they're probably going to have to close up their shop because their decks are printed overseas and there's going to be tariffs and they just can't afford it. And I think they were going to work on a full-length guidebook, and they can't afford to get it printed with the tariffs. They'll be paying tariffs to import it. So anyway, they said they had a few decks left, and because this is one of my, I would really be sad if anything happened to this deck and I didn't have it to use anymore. So I'd been thinking for a long time of ordering their linen deck. So I did. So now I have two. I have two of their decks. I haven't used the linen one yet. I'm using this one. But interestingly, right after I bought the linen deck, I spilled some water on my reading table. And I thought I had mopped it all up, but I hadn't. And one of these cards got a little funky. It dried okay. We'll see if when I shuffle it. Oh, and I can shuffle this so beautifully because the cardstock is divine. We'll see. But I thought, oh, good thing I got the backup. All right. This is, I think, the most recent deck I have brought into my collection of decks. It's called Magical Nature Tarot by Sync Spirit Collective. It is made by, I think the main artist's name is Jory. Not sure what their last name is, but I'm in Massachusetts and southeastern Massachusetts, and Jory is in western Massachusetts, but it's a really small state, so probably only a couple hour ride from where I am. Oh my gosh. So I had seen this deck online, and I had, a while back made a little bit of a pact with myself to not impulse buy, because really I would say 80% of the decks I've impulse bought have went away in my big culling. And I thought, it's just stupid. It's just, get a grip. So anyway, I saw this and I thought, oh my God, it's magnificent. I love it. It is completely ecologically, environmentally, wonderfully made. The paper is, I forget what the cardstock is called, something like herbarium, herb something. So it's plant-based. And the dyes that color the cards are plant and metal based. And I got it in the very beginning of February, and I did use it a lot in February because color palette, plus it's brand new. And I'm using it in March. I used it today for my reading. I used it yesterday. I love this deck. Oh my gosh. And it is Rider-Waite-Smith. I mean, I'm Rider-Waite-Smith. I don't know. It's fine. I love this system. It speaks to me. I can read it. But I like, more modern interpretations. This cardstock is so divine and so delicious and so delightful. Why can't everybody use this cardstock? It's fabulous. So I'm very, very happy with this deck. It's another deck that I get really powerful, accurate, oh, look at this, readings with. Oh, it's so beautiful. So anyway, that is the magical nature. And in my top 10 favorites, no, 11 favorites at the moment. And as Rochelle said, that can change in a heartbeat. So, okay, deck number 11. Who guessed it? Gay Marseille, Charlie Claire Burgess. This was another deck that I pulled out for February, but I just almost never don't use this deck. I mean, I just freaking love it. And this is sort of my gateway deck into Marseille. I have always wanted to, oh my God, look at this. Oh, Knight of Wands on the pink horse. Oh. This Justice card, La Justice, is no justice, no peace. Love is love. The future is trans. Land back. So again, thank you for including social activism into your decks, Charlie Claire Burgess. I freaking love it. I use Charlie's Gay Marseille guidebook for any Marseille deck that I'm using because of how it was written. Look at La Force. Speaking of a revolutionary. I love the color palette. And I feel like, purple, pink, red, but it also has spring green and yellow. So I'm bringing it into March. And again, color palette, whatever. I just love this deck and the Fifth Spirit. And, I just can't see not using these decks because I love them. And I'm very sorry that this video has taken so damn long. But, you know, I love these decks and I have a lot to say about them. And I want you to see how beautiful and marvelous they are. And I will end with this gorgeous, oh no, I can't end. How about ending with the Six of Cups? All right, so thank you, Michelle, for starting this tag. And it just was so synchronistic that I was just about to do one with 10. And when I saw the 11, I thought, why not? So, peace and love to everyone.